Hello everyone, welcome to another Sanctuary Shattered Sun update video. It is the update for May 2023, and unfortunately 9-2 couldn't make it today, but we are very lucky that we have someone special. We got special bread. Tell us what happened in May.
I love the intro, special bread. Yeah. Well,
Here's
that's me. Anyway, yeah. So, relatively calm month this month, but you'll see there's a couple of cool things going on. So, starting with the boring things like we're updating our Forge map again. We're just working on it a little bit more. I mean, the real joke is that since I put these images up, it's been updated again. so, so it looks a little bit different, but it's a minor change. We just sort of upgraded the beaches on the outer side. But yeah, we've updated the map since these, so they're out of date. But it looks like this right now, we've hidden all the trees just for the development process, but it does have trees and things on it as well. So just we actually talked to a geologist friend to help us sort of make more informed decisions about like the erosion on this map and like what it would look like and things like that. So, like for example, these little hills, they're actually what happens if like two glaciers side by side erode the map. Anyway, yeah, and then so we got beaches and things like that. Yeah, and it's looking like that, right? So.
wonderful.
And we got some more guard units. We're cranking some of those out every month, every week, whatever. So this is the alloy storage for the guard. You can see it's got like these little cylinders, and they pack up when it's empty because there's no more alloys left. So that's how the guard stores its alloys in these like pill-shaped, no, not pill-shaped, like what are those? Like a segment of a disc. It's not a segment. It's a sector. Anyway.
So you
Yeah. Oh,
are
yeah. Here we go.
so
Here
they're
we
gonna
go.
hang on. I got a question. So
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
the alloy storage is empty,
Yeah.
it'll go down.
Yeah. Yeah. Like the segments disappear. They go wee.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and like because we got hull technology, you can actually like technology for hulls in the map. I mean, you can
Oh,
actually make them go down below the ground, so they like properly disappear, not just like a little bit, right?
wow. That's a great feature. Well, continue.
Yeah, yeah, and there's like one thing that's kind of hard to see is that you see like these sides are actually like all animated, so there's these little like hooks and stuff, so they can move up and down and so on. So yeah, oh yeah, so big units time. Here we go. So we got a new tier 4 unit for the guard. This is actually the tier 4 mobile artillery unit. So here's some more pictures of it. And the way it works is I'm actually like super proud of what the boys have come up with. For the weapon is it's like a circular particle accelerator. It spins up like plasma and then it like ejects it and it flies in an arc and then it just sprays the area with very deadly things. Yeah, so that's kind of it. So it's like super unique looking, and because what we're thinking about doing is from uh, like legged units to be able to move sideways in the game, so it'll be able to move sideways, backwards, and forwards, and whatever. It doesn't need to sort of have a turret to aim because it can just rotate its whole body. But yeah, so this is the sort of mobile artillery unit. It's kind of yeah, and then you'll be able to just use that to like destroy bases and armies from a distance. And here's another picture of it. I don't know if we've seen these guys before because like they've been out for a while, but oh well, here we go, another guard unit that we missed in the updates. So this is the light raid vehicle. So or like raid bot. It's not a vehicle. So this guy's like a little faster version of a tank, and it's got like these little guns, but it's kind of hard to see because I just sort of stuck them in because I thought we'd already shown them. We don't have any other pictures of them. So what's going on here is he's actually got like three symmetrical guns, which are the same gun, and we're thinking like when he's firing, they would be able to like spin around. So it's like a Gatling gun, but in the other direction. Um, yeah. So there we go, and it's like this little guy, well, with 5 legs, of course. So that's that. But speaking of units that we missed, we totally forgot that we made another unit. So here we go. Here's the tier 4 unit for the Chosen. This is like a hovering unit. And, one of the cool well, I mean, big bot, what more do you want? Uh, but like one of the cool features is that all the chosen units, and I mean all of them, so every single one of the chosen units has a personal shield in the game. And the idea is that it adds a little bit of faction diversity, and the reason why all of them have a shield in the game and not just some of them, because we're sort of trying to put our foot down with saying this mechanic is everywhere, and there's like a consistency to it, because then we might have other things like shield boosters or things that effects that shields have, and that gives sort of the player more creativity. If the shield booster just works on every chosen unit and not just on like 2 or 3 that we decided would be good for gameplay. So it kind of leaves you that room for like finding the wombo combos, if you will. So it's like trying to really put that into the hands of the player, so you can have these awesome creative combos, and then we'll go from there. So it's like that's one of the things we're trying to do. So that's why the chosen have a personal shield in every unit, even the power generators. Yeah, I mean, I'm actually looking forward to that. So, like, there might be a strategy where you use like power generators to tank shots and stuff. Like, why not? Right? Like, instead of like who needs shields when you can have shields on your units instead, something like that, right? Like, it's an alternative option because like they do have proper bubble shields and the rest of it, but that's one of the things. So, yeah, I think it's been a reasonably quick update. I think that's all I had for this month, although I do have more, but what I'm doing is I'm actually keeping it off. Like a little, I'm keeping it, I'm scheduling the content out.
What
So.
about EDA? Is there anything you want to talk about EDA? I remember you had a unit called the Captain Crunch.
Yeah, so the EDA, what we did was we just project managed it such that we front loaded all the unit design for the EDA first, so that they've kind of been on pause for the last year or two, actually, because a lot of the units are already done, or at least all the units that we need, like the minimum viable product unit. There's just 1 or 2 units missing, so that's actually the energy storage. Well, I have the model kind of done for that, but I'm just sort of it's just sort of sitting around because you never know when you have another idea, and we don't need it right now. So it's kind of like, you know, the way it works is if you want to get things done, you do the most important thing first, right? And right now, it's not the most important thing to put more units into the game. So that's how that works. But since still you asked about Captain Crunch, which was a temporary name, by the way, right? That's not an official name, but it's great. So here we go. We got a bit of Captain Crunch here. So this is the kind of last model for like it's not textured, but the textures are done really quickly. But this is kind of the model as last seen. So the current best is what we call. So here we go. This is the reason everyone calls it Captain Crunch. I think the official name might be like the Harvester or something. I don't know,
Oh,
but yeah.
oh, come on.
Captain Crunch. That could, I mean, like everyone's gonna call it Captain Crunch anyway, so
I'm calling it Captain
fine.
Crunch
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah. So so we got some turrets on it. It can actually build units. So this is like a full-on factory Switzerland. We've got like a little off ramp at the end. No rear lights, not compliant with the road safety rules. So and no headlights either. So too bad. Can't. Yeah, technically illegal to drive on the roads, but there we go. It's he's gonna be a fast boy. You can see he's got racing stripes.
Oh,
Yeah, and the idea is like these are like the exhausts, but they're not what the exhausts that you might think. They're not from the engine. They're from like all the debris that will be eaten up by the shredder. And the actual engines are like behind, so they're like here, and those are the engine ones. So this is literally like the exhaust ports for the shredder.
you put a lot of thought into this, I could tell.
Yeah, and actually now that I notice this, like there's a this model is slightly out of date. I upgraded the engines, these exhaust ports a while ago, and that seems to be missing. So I'll need to double check that. So good thing you asked. Good thing you asked. There seems to be something that's missing. Oh, maybe that's why. Because I maybe opened the wrong file. Let's find out. Uh,
I hope you upgraded the racing stripes too.
no, I don't think so. The racing stripes.
I'm kidding. I don't think you could make them any better.
Nah, it's fine. I got it. No, the reason, no, it's all good. All good. See, like I updated the exhaust ports a bit so they're like more 3D now. That's the difference. It's a very small one. Yeah, but yeah, all good. So, yeah, there we go. That's Country Crunch. There's your EDA bonus hours. Um, there we go. And like the funny thing is, with the other file, I was very careful not to show all the other EDA goodies that are in store, which haven't been released yet. So you
Okay.
get to be teased about that. But there we go. So that was your EDA detour. But yeah, back to that. I think we're done for this month. What do you think, Steele?
I think we are, and I'm glad you got more EDA units to show the EDA fanboys because we know they're out there. They love it. And hopefully they enjoy that Captain Crunch because I know I
Best
did. I
faction.
What?
EDA's best faction. You know it.
I don't know, man. I
I
don't
know it. You
know.
know it.
I don't
Everybody
know.
knows it.
Oh, okay. It's the best faction. I'm going to say that to your face, but in my next video, I'm going to say the Chosen.
Yeah, yeah. Are you in the have you got the chosen role? Are you in the subscribe to the chosen faction?
I haven't. I haven't done any of the roles in the thing because I'm gonna
Ah, you're
switch.
missing out, man. You need to commit.
I need to
You need to
commit.
choose your faction.
Why?
Because tribe mentality, of course.
Oh, I'm gonna.
But
I'm
also
gonna
you get
wait.
access to the secret faction channel.
Oh, there's a secret faction channel. Well, I was gonna choose at the very end because I don't know which one I really like. It because I don't know
Yeah,
all the
well, I think
features.
I don't know what we're actually gonna do with that. Like in after the game releases, because right now everyone's been sort of choosing it. But what we might do is we might have like seasons where you reset the faction choices every
Oh,
so often.
okay.
Um, so like because you can, you might choose EDA, and then the next season you choose the chosen, and so on. But I actually think it was a great idea to make it permanent, the choice. It really makes people commit, and you get that sense of like belonging.
True. But what if you want to
There
change?
you
I'm finding out that EDA has stealth, so I might like that. But the guards look like spiders. That looks kind of cool. But I just like the aesthetic of the chosen commander and the chosen bots. I really like the way those look. And that T4 chosen unit. But then again, there's the Captain Crunch. I mean, you gave me too many choices, man. I gotta actually play the game to really know how they play. I mean, are chosen like squishy? Are chosen really based on shields? Are EDA the tanks? Who is faster? You know what I mean? How is this all
yeah,
gonna
yeah, yeah,
balance?
yeah.
I need to
Well,
know
I
this
mean, a
before
lot
I
of
can
that stuff
commit.
is still being worked out.
I
So,
know. I know. So
yeah.
how am I gonna commit? I can only commit to aesthetics.
Well, you just commit in the face of uncertainty. You
But you're
take your
te-
best. I mean, like that's life, isn't it? We always deal with an uncertain future, and sometimes you got to make choices where you don't know everything.
okay.
In fact, you know, as project manager, I make those every day. It's like just the other day I was having a conversation where it was like, oh, should we do this? Should we implement this like technology? And I said, well, I don't understand even enough to reason about this. So I'm going to reason about it in abstract. And it's like, well, how long does it take to implement? Do we need to do it now? If we do it later, how much longer does it take to implement? Like, what is the increased cost with waiting? Right? And we decided that we'd do like a little demo in a month's time from now, like after some other tasks are done, to show a way of making it easier to work around, so that in 6 months' time we can implement the actual thing. And the reason why we make the demo is so that the developers understand what to do and what not to do in order to make this thing easier to implement in 6 months. And all this was done without like any understanding if we even need it or anything like that. But you got to make these decisions every day. So
Okay.
choose your faction.
Oh, so I'm being told to choose my faction.
No, you don't have to. But it is recommended.
Well, I'll definitely consider it. And where could people choose their own faction? Where could they do this? Where is
Nice
this?
question. Good leading question. So it is on our Discord, which you should absolutely join, and subscribe to all our channels and all the rest of it. Good ones. Especially this other YouTube channel is like Steel Speaks. Heard of that guy? Yeah. There we go.
Very good. All right, click the link down below to get involved with the Sanctuary Shattered Sun Discord channel, and subscribe to their YouTube channel, and subscribe to Bandana. He's also talking about Sanctuary as well. He's a good dude. He shouted me out, so I'm returning the favor, buddy. But anyhow, yeah, definitely subscribe to me, subscribe to Sanctuary, do all that cool stuff, and I guess that's it for the month, huh?
That's it for this month.
All right, share with your friends, family, and foes. Can need something interesting to watch as well. And as always, everyone, GG.
Talk is cheap, but lies are expensive. Only if you get caught. Think before you speak and remember, actions are louder